Joining us on A Passion for Home sofa today is Laura Hamilton, TV presenter. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. What an amazing launch party.
Oh, thank you.
It's exciting to be here.
Yeah, well, it's great you could come, so we're really thrilled that you're with us. We've got a few questions from Twitter for you.
Okay, fire away.
Mainly property based. What was your first property purchase?
Right, so I bought my first property at the age of 19, and I always had this thing about wanting to get onto the property ladder as soon as I could. So I saved a deposit of £5,000 and my legal fees of £2,000.
That's impressive.
And it was a one-bedroom flat in Mepham, which is where my parents live, and it needed quite a bit of updating. And that was where it all started for me. That was my first step on the property ladder. And at the time, it was quite a scary thing to be doing, thinking, I'm 19, I'm getting a mortgage, all my friends are at university, what am I doing? It's the best thing I ever did.
I can imagine. So what were your 3 tips then for renovating a project?
Well, I've renovated quite a few properties now, and I'm not going to say I'm any kind of expert because I learn, you learn from every project.
Yeah.
But my biggest bit of advice would be you have to keep on top of your budget.
Right.
You know, budgets can easily spiral out of control. Keep a spreadsheet and know exactly what's going on at each step of the way. Have regular meetings with your builder to know that he's on the same page as you, and think about what you're renovating your project for. Are you doing it to sell it on, or are you doing it for yourself? Because if you're doing it for yourself, then you can be renovating a house in a very different way to a way you would if you were doing it as a developer to sell it on. Big difference.
Yes, so
So
you're going to live in it or sell it. You have to decide.
Keep on top of the budget, work closely with your builder, and have a key idea of what the plan is with the property and stick to it.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Good advice. And what about interior design? Any tips you can give on that?
Again, like from an interior design point of view, if you're doing the property up to sell it on, the advice you've got to hammer home is keep it neutral. Don't become too personal with it. Think about how much you're spending on things like kitchens, worktops. You can get carried away. If you're going to sell it on, then you could spend an awful lot on a kitchen. You could spend more than a kitchen than you perhaps need to.
Yes.
So if you're doing it for yourself, then look in magazines. I love looking through interior design, and I'm going to be going to your website as well now.
Thank you.
Getting ideas from there, inspiration from other people. Maybe it's good to work to a theme sometimes. If you live in a traditional Victorian house, think about how you're going to do it up. Are you going to do it up in a traditional way, or are you going to try and put a quirky, modern touch on it? Try and kind of pick a theme and stick to it the whole way through, I'd say.
Just keep it consistent throughout the house.
If you're going shabby chic, keep to shabby chic. If you're going contemporary, real slick, keep to that. Try not to. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that sounds like very good sound advice there. You've been to many countries with a place in the sun. Which is your favourite and why?
Oh, it's hard because I've focused quite a lot on Spain, Canaries and France this last year. You can get some amazing properties in Spain right now. They're doing sort of 2-for-1 deals in many places. But as for me personally, if I was going to buy, I'd probably buy in France because I love French food, I love French wine, I love French architecture, and there are bargains still to be had there. Just got to find the right place.
Sounds wonderful. And they have some sunshine as well, which would be good. We hear there's a new property show in the pipeline. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
I am doing a new property show with Channel 4. It's a property renovation show, which I am loving. I get to go to the properties before and after the renovation takes place. Still filming it. Hopefully it's going to be out on Channel 4 May time.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Tell us about that.
Watch this space.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good show.
Oh, that sounds brilliant. We love the before and after shots.
Yeah.
That is
And it's a competition as well, a competition element to it. And different people renovating properties, different walks of life, some experience, some not.
Oh,
that's good.
Oh, that sounds bringing in the human side of it and a bit of competition as well.
Yeah.
That's going to be fireworks there, I reckon. Brilliant. So a lot of people have been asking about Dancing on Ice and your experience there, and especially what it was like doing a headbanger. So
Dancing on Ice was an amazing experience and career changing for me in terms of moving from a kids TV presenter point of view to out of kids TV and public profile kind of growing. I had a great time. I mean, learning to ice skate with Torvill and Dean is amazing. It was such hard work, I'm not going to lie. And the headbanger, well, let's just say I look back on that and think, I can't believe I did it. I was maybe a bit nuts.
Did you close your eyes when you did it?
No. I just kept my body really still, and but I love the show. Going to watch it this Sunday. It was an amazing part of my life.
Had you skated before? Or was
No, but I've skied. I've skied since I was 9. So I think the skiing helped, and I'm pretty fearless. I'm up for kind of throwing myself into anything and having a go.
Oh, well, fair play. I don't think it's something most of us could do, to be fair. And lastly, any tips for relocating or purchasing a property abroad?
Buying abroad is exactly the same as buying in the UK. You always need to seek independent legal advice. If you're going to relocate abroad permanently, I would, wherever you can possible, try and keep a base in the UK. It's always good to kind of keep your foot on the UK property market, even if it's a small flat, just to sell up everything and move abroad entirely, for me, seems quite a scary prospect. Know the exchange rate and try and get a currency exchange specialist. Work with somebody that can fix the exchange rate at the time of your offer, because if you put an offer in on a property and the exchange rate is set at one thing, and then by the time you get to exchange and completion of it, the exchange rate might have changed. If it changed dramatically or drastically, like the euro kind of had been, then you can be dealing with quite a lot of money. So get a currency exchange specialist. Get somebody that understands property law, perhaps in England, understands it abroad as well. So, a UK person that understands buying in Spain, buying in France. Just get as much advice as you possibly can, and try and keep a UK bolt hole as well.
Oh, that's brilliant advice.
Hopefully that's helpful.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And best wishes for the new project.
Good luck with the Flash Home.
Thank you very much.
There's no place in this on there, but that's brilliant.
We all watch it, so we all love it. So it's a synergy there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.